What is up, FlickPop Nation? Get ready for a lightning round of the news that's shaking things up. We're kicking things off with President Donald Trump, who's teeing off at the Ryder Cup. This isn't just any golf tournament. It's a high-stakes event where national pride is on the line, and the president himself is making an appearance at Bethpage Black. We've got the inside scoop on what his presence means for the tournament and the atmosphere on the course. But that's not all. President Trump is also shaking up global markets with massive new tariffs. We're talking about a stunning 100% tariff on pharmaceuticals, plus new taxes on trucks and furniture. This move is reigniting trade wars and could have a ripple effect you won't believe. Get ready for the details on who's affected and why this is such a big deal. And speaking of President Trump, we're diving deep into his appearances at major sporting events. What's the pattern behind these high-profile game days? We'll break down the security measures, the crowds, and the unique way Trump engages with the sports world, all leading up to his Ryder Cup appearance. It's more than just a game, it's a strategy. Finally, we've got a bombshell legal development. Former FBI Director James Comey has been indicted. This marks the first criminal case against a perceived Trump adversary. We'll explore the charges, the history between Comey and Trump, and what this indictment could mean for the administration and beyond. You need to know this story. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to FlickPop, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. President Trump takes center stage at the Ryder Cup. Get ready for a massive showdown at the Ryder Cup, where President Donald Trump is set to make a high-profile appearance at Bethpage Black. This isn't just about golf. It's a patriotic spectacle where 12 of the USA's best take on Team Europe, and the president's presence is expected to amplify the already electric atmosphere. Bethpage Black, a legendary course in Trump's home state of New York, is gearing up for an intense competition, and the president's attendance adds a unique political and nationalistic fervor to the event. This appearance continues a trend of President Trump immersing himself in major sporting events. While his presence at events like the U.S. Open has drawn mixed reactions, the Ryder Cup, with its strong sense of national pride and a crowd known for its passion, is anticipated to offer a more favorable reception. Golfers like Keegan Bradley and Bryson DeChambeau have expressed excitement, viewing Trump's attendance as a motivational force. Even European captain Luke Donald acknowledged the significance of a sitting president supporting the event, highlighting the Ryder Cup's global stature. However, Trump's attendance also brings enhanced security measures and restrictions, a familiar pattern for those following his public appearances at sporting venues. From TSA-style screenings to bans on certain items, organizers are preparing for a significant logistical operation. This intensive security is a testament to the challenges and risks associated with presidential attendance at open-air events, especially given recent security concerns. But President Trump's impact isn't confined to the golf course. His economic policies are sending shockwaves across the globe. Stay tuned as we break down the new tariffs that are reigniting trade wars and impacting industries worldwide. Trump's trade war reignites with massive tariffs. President Donald Trump has just dropped a bombshell on the global economy, announcing steep new tariffs that signal a major escalation of his trade war. Starting October 1, the U.S. will impose a staggering 100% tariff on all branded or patented pharmaceutical products, unless companies commit to building manufacturing plants in America. This aggressive move, aimed at bolstering domestic production, has already sent ripples through international markets, with pharmaceutical companies across Asia seeing their shares fall. This isn't the only sector feeling the heat. Trump is also slapping a 25% tariff on all heavy trucks made outside the U.S., a move he claims is for national security purposes, aiming to support American manufacturers like Peterbilt and Mack trucks. Furthermore, a 50% tariff on home renovation materials and a 30% tariff on upholstered furniture are set to take effect, targeting products largely imported from Asia. These tariffs come on top of existing trade measures, creating a complex and potentially volatile trade landscape. The announcement has drawn criticism from international partners, including Australia, and has caused significant drops in the stock prices of foreign truck manufacturers like Volvo and Daimler. as well as U.S. furniture retailers such as Wayfair and Williams-Sonoma, which rely heavily on imports. The European Union has stated its trade deal offers some protection, but the broader implications for global trade and consumer prices remain a major concern for analysts and consumers alike. But how does President Trump's presence at these major events shape his public image and political strategy? We're delving into the pattern of his sports appearances and what it reveals about his connection with the American electorate. The Trump Playbook: How Sports Events Fuel Presidential Appearances. President Donald Trump's engagement with major sporting events isn't just about enjoying the game. It's a deliberate strategy woven into his political narrative. From the Super Bowl to UFC fights and now the Ryder Cup, his attendance has become a familiar sight, often accompanied by enhanced security and logistical challenges for organizers. These appearances are carefully orchestrated, aiming to project an image of relatability and connection with a broad spectrum of the American public, particularly young men. White House spokespeople emphasized Trump's deep love for sports and his role as a champion for athletics, even claiming he saved the Ryder Cup by intervening in potential transit strikes. His history at sporting venues dates back decades, from throwing first pitches to promoting boxing matches and hosting UFC events. These past experiences laid the groundwork for his current approach, where he leverages the nexus of sports, celebrity, and entertainment to engage voters, often appearing on popular podcasts and platforms to reach audiences directly. The reception Trump receives at these events is consistently mixed, ranging from enthusiastic cheers to notable boos, as seen at the U.S. Open and a Yankees game. However, his upcoming appearance at the Ryder Cup in Bethpage, New York, is expected to be met with a warmer welcome, given the area's political leanings towards him. Beyond the crowd's reaction, his presence often leads to extensive security operations, including helicopters, drones, and TSA-style screenings, impacting fan experience and requiring early arrivals. This pattern of engagement highlights how Trump uses sports platforms not just for personal enjoyment, but as a powerful tool for public relations, voter outreach, and reinforcing his image as a populist leader connected to American culture. But the story doesn't end with sports and trade. A major legal development has just come to light concerning a former FBI director. Prepare for the details on James Comey's indictment and its connection to the Trump administration. Ex-FBI Director James Comey indicted in landmark case. In a stunning turn of events, former FBI Director James Comey has been indicted, marking the first criminal case brought against a perceived adversary of President Donald Trump during his current administration. This indictment centers on allegations of a false statement made to Congress 5 years ago, but it's deeply intertwined with the tumultuous history between Comey and Trump. The relationship between Trump and Comey was fraught from the outset. Comey, initially nominated by President Obama, found himself navigating the politically charged landscape of the FBI investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election. Trump's requests for loyalty and for investigations to be dropped, coupled with Comey's decision to brief Trump on salacious dossier information and later to leak memos about their private conversations, set the stage for a bitter conflict. Trump's eventual firing of Comey in May 2017, which he later admitted was influenced by the Russia thing, was investigated as a potential obstruction of justice. Comey's subsequent memoir, A Higher Loyalty, further inflamed tensions, portraying Trump in highly critical terms. Despite intense scrutiny from various investigations, including a critical inspector general report on his memo handling, no prosecutor had previously pursued criminal charges against Comey. The current indictment, focusing on an alleged false statement to the Senate Judiciary Committee regarding authorization of an anonymous source, appears separate from the core Russia investigation, but adds another layer to the ongoing saga. Comey himself has stated his innocence and expressed confidence in the judicial system, setting the stage for a potential trial. We've covered golf, tariffs, presidential appearances, and legal battles. Now let's wrap it all up. Don't go anywhere, because our lightning round recap and full call to action are coming up next. President Trump made a powerful appearance at the Ryder Cup, electrifying the atmosphere at Bethpage Black. Meanwhile, Trump's administration has reignited trade wars with hefty tariffs on pharmaceuticals, trucks, and furniture, sending global markets into a frenzy. We've explored the strategic reasons behind President Trump's frequent attendance at major sporting events, revealing a pattern of calculated engagement. And in a significant legal development, former FBI Director James Comey has been indicted, marking a new chapter in the ongoing investigations. That's all the top news you need to know for now. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to FlickPop for more exclusive content, and hit that notification bell so you're always in the loop. Let us know in the comments which story you found most shocking, and follow us on all social media platforms for behind-the-scenes action.